In my more melodramatic moments, I say that the pandemic saved my life. That's a little bit over the top. But the truth is, it gave me a sense of direction and focus. Before the pandemic started, I was already going through a bad divorce. I won't go into the details. I won't bore you with any of that. I'll just say it was really bad. And all of a sudden the pandemic hit. And the thing about me is if you put me in a survival situation, I'm like hyper focused. And so all of a sudden I had to figure out how to, equip a van and build a van out. I had to get a van first. That's another thing entirely, seeing as I was about to get laid off and I knew I had to do it within like a week. And then when the van was ready to go, I had to go out on the road and survive doing that. Bob Wells says that the first few days he lived in the van, he cried himself to sleep. And I never did that. But there was definitely an adjustment period, a period of a total WTF, like, do I really want to do this? But eventually you get through it. It just takes time. And you eventually get accustomed to it and you learn what works and what doesn't. But what led me to live in a van in Oslo, to be perfectly honest, documenting, what ended my marriage and taking my own part into that is my book, The American Outback. That book is probably, the closest thing to me, in respect to things I've written, because it's about something that means so much that you would intentionally or unintentionally sacrifice things that mean a lot to you. Because the reality of van life is a lot of it is being alone. You see all these attractive influencers and their attractive couples and doing yoga and somersaults on idyllic beaches. And a lot of van life is not like that. A lot of van life is discomfort and trying to find a safe place to spend the night. But for some of us, it works. And you can't imagine living another way. Let me come out here. Let's do a little panorama of this. I've been out on the road this leg of the journey 6 days now. And this place is absolutely beautiful. And a lot of the past 2 years I've been traveling around 12 different states and seeing all these amazing places. And if I was still in my previous life, I wouldn't be able to do any of this, So there's trade-offs. It just depends on what you want in this life. And this is what I want. So I accept the negative things that come with it. And until next time, cheers.